Okay, this was in the news the other day. Hilary Duff has bought a gun. Now, Hilary Duff, I remember her because my nieces were fans of hers. My nieces were growing up in the teeny bopper, my nieces are now 18 and 21. Hilary Duff is now 28, but they remember her from those days. She sang mostly bubblegum music, Disney TV shows, Lizzie McGuire. Okay, she had a good voice. I wasn't her biggest fan, but I know of her because my nieces, were of her proper fans age. Hilary's now 28. She's a mother, recently separated, and she was seen walking out of a gun shop with a Glock box. Now, coincidentally, I saw a video from the store's YouTube page. There's an ammunition law they want to pass in California, and the gun shop is warning you of it. So I'm going to post a link down below for that gun shop in California, so you can like, favorite, and subscribe. We only have one video up so far, but in the future things might change. Now, Hilary Duff buying a gun, I don't know what model it was. All it said was the box was Glock, and the plastic bag said a box of Remington ammo, thank you truck, and she had a cleaning kit similar to the one I got when I got my own guard license. But this is your right. Okay? This right here is your right. Now, this is very important for us because California, liberal, scumbag, piece of shit, okay? You have a young mother in California, which is the most liberal piece of shit area in the world, and she's rich and surrounded by snot-nosed scumbags that are giving money to the Brady campaign, funding gun control while hiding behind locked gates. Okay? So this is a welcome breath of fresh air. A young mother knows her rights. And this is important because she was a big sensation to younger girls, and those girls are now grown women, like my two nieces are grown women, and she can set an example that this is your right. Okay? If you are a young mother, this is your right. If you are an adult American with a clean record, this is your right. Okay? And Hilary Duff beats Lindsay Lohan because Lindsay Lohan can get a gun legally. Too much criminal record. So, now, the gun is the ultimate woman's right. Now, let me explain why. Women weren't allowed to join the military for a long time. In fact, during the 1860s, the women acted as nurses, and a couple of doctors, including Dr. Mary Walker, who was the first woman to get the only woman to get the Medal of Honor. But women nurses and women doctors attached to the military in the 1860s during the Civil War were not soldiers. They were considered civilian personnel. They were civilian personnel attached to the military. But women couldn't join the military. Police department. If a guy beat his wife to death, the police would take the children away, bring them to the station, call CPS, and they would have a policewoman who was a police officer wearing a nice little skirt, and they would say, okay, these kids are going to CPS, give them coloring books in the meantime. And she would sit and do coloring books with the kids. That was a woman police officer 80, 90 years ago. They were like fucking maids and babysitters for the police. Now the women police ride in the car with the men. Okay? You have women couldn't go on a naval vessel till 1994. This past year in 2015, 2 women who graduated from West Point also graduated Ranger School. Okay? Women couldn't vote until 1920. Women were paid less than men up until the 1960s for doing the same job, same work, same hours. But a woman could always own a gun, because back then there weren't a lot of background checks. Just going by the gun. Years ago, a lot of the macho motherfucker men would go out to fight war. The women had to stay home with the kids. And because there weren't a lot of police departments in the 1780s, 1790s, okay, you had to act on your own. And that often meant taking up arms. No 911. Women would take care of the babies when their men would go hunting for 6 months. Some men would literally leave the house for 6 fucking months and go hunting years ago. And the women had to stay home and take care of the kids. And what did they have to take care of the kids with? A gun. Okay? The gun is a woman's right, because a woman has a right to protect herself just as much as a man. And there is no one that hates women more than an anti-gun advocate, okay? Anti-gun advocates hate women more than OJ does. They hate women more than Bill Cosby does. There is no more sexist piece of shit pig than an anti-gun advocate. And I've seen anti-gun women and girls, makes you want to puke. I've seen women say, well, women shouldn't be able to own guns. Women and girls can't use guns effectively. And they scorn the gun industry for having pink guns and purple guns and pastel colored guns. Why? Just because a woman or a girl has a skill that you lack does not give you the license to beat her up or verbally bash her. It doesn't. Moms demand action. And Bloomberg's piece of shit, every town for gun safety. Okay? They made a video, and I talked about it. I made a response to it. You have a mother with her son, and her abusive ex-husband tries to do a non-custodial kidnapping. He comes in, shoots her in the face. The women of The View, who almost always lean left, ladies and gentlemen, they all said, man, that commercial makes me want to buy a gun. Look at that commercial from Moms Demand Action and Bloomberg of the woman being shot in the face by the abusive ex-husband who's doing a non-custodial kidnapping. If Bloomberg gets what he wants, that will be every woman in America. Understand this. Parents have an obligation to protect their children. They have a moral obligation to protect their children, and they have a legal obligation to protect their children. Not a right, an obligation, which is different. Okay? And sometimes that might require violence. Now, do I want to see Hilary Duff shoot somebody? No. But do I want to see Hilary Duff laying on the floor raped? No. Okay? And I went on her Twitter page and I said, hey, congratulations, you got your first gun. And I went on the gun shop's page and I thanked them for giving her a gun. I said, I thank you for giving Hilary Duff a gun. Because she set an example for the younger girls that, hey, women can be powerful too. Because you see Hilary Duff, oh, how nice, how cute, Lizzie McGuire, oh, the bubblegum singing music, oh, cute, adorable. But women aren't always soft and sweet and kissable. Women can be fierce. And a woman protecting her child can be more fierce than a lion. And it shows you an example. This cute little girl that we all wanted to sit on her lap and pet her on the head and give her a lollipop. She has now become a woman. Okay, and she is now exercising her right to own a firearm, and she's exercising her obligation to protect her child. A parent has an obligation to protect that child, even if violence becomes necessary. And this is your right. Mom, dad, aunt so-and-so, uncle so-and-so. This is your right. And you know what? There are people that say you're not capable of using a gun, you're not mature enough to use a gun, you're not responsible enough to use a gun, you shouldn't have a gun, okay? You're setting a bad example. You know what you do? You buy this gun and you tell them to go fuck themselves, okay? Because their insecurity doesn't trump your right ever.